Okay, so before this mummy unwrapping begins, this is a Bali Sente. This is the other unit that I got. It has the Gimme a Break cartridge and marquees installed. And the interesting thing about these systems is that they actually had a removable cartridge right here. And so the idea was, originally, this was a project founded by a bunch of ex-Atari employees and then later purchased by Alan Bushnell, who was, of course, the founder of Atari and was also the founder of Chuck E. Cheese. And so under his pizza franchise, he purchased the technology or hired on everybody else, and then named the company Sente, which is another reference to the Japanese game Go. Don't remember exactly what it means, but that was the idea. And initially, these systems were supposed to be sort of purchased and then for a fairly high amount of money, so they weren't very successful in their original form. This over here, like I said, is the original. This is a Bali Sente cabinet. This is the 1A cabinet, and this one's been converted to silkworm, but you can kind of get an idea. This thing was an absolute monster, something like 420 pounds, all metal case inside except for the back cabinet piece. The back panel is wood, but other than that, everything else in this cabinet is metal or plastic. And the metal actually goes all the way up to about here. And I'm not sure if the intention was to have some sort of a marquee that would go in here when it got swapped out, but I don't believe they were ever used. You can see this thing is yellowed. The original color was white. I can tell that because if we go inside, you can see that it is, well, probably you can't, but it was white originally. So these are unique systems because they were sold for a lot of money initially, because the selling point was when you were done with a game, you could just simply remarquee and then pull out this cartridge and then put in a new one, and that would retool the game effortlessly. One of the other interesting features of this, as you can see, is down here at the bottom. Look at how the switch, the power switch for this, is flipped such that in the on position, this cannot be removed. So basically, in order to remove the cartridge, you do have to turn the power off. There's no way to pull it without it. So it's a very interesting cabinet. Regrettably, this has quite a bit of screen burn in, so the tube's going to have to be replaced. And even more regrettably, that whole deal got sealed in its transport because the gentleman that I just purchased it from just broke the neck. Sad, but that's the way it goes sometimes. It's the way she goes, boys. Anyway, so let's get back to this baby here, and let's do the big reveal.